Hey YouTube, it is your boy Uncle Bird here, and today I want to talk about a one-shot from Image Comics that I really enjoyed. Though at times it was a hard read because of the gritty realism. It was drawn beautifully. They had more than one big 2-page panel with great action, and it introduces a brand new character that I think will realistically branch off into their own series from a still young series. And that is Final Boss Masked Vigilante. This character we've seen in the Final Boss comic book, and she kind of shows up very mysterious, lending a hand to Tommy Brazen, the main protagonist, here and there, and kind of guiding him surreptitiously throughout his journey. But here in this book, it sets a very different and grim tone. I'm not going to give away any plot points because it is a one-shot. And I think that the value of these books is in reading and discovering yourself. But I will give you a couple of things that stood out to me, starting with the big, beautiful 2-page action panels. Let's see, I will pull up one of those to give you an example of what I am talking about. But the action is bloody, it's still fun. Here we go. Look at this big 2-page panel of her kicking a bad guy in the head, throwing, shuriken at them. And she has also a very novel and cool weapon. You see her sidearm here. The magazine has a blade on the bottom, which she explains throughout the next couple of pages, are especially made with cheap blades so that when she ejects the cartridge, that cartridge itself can become a projectile. So I thought that was very innovative. Her background is not rooted in any supernatural ability, unlike Tommy Brazen. She is a simple person, had a hard life growing up, went to Russia on a student exchange program, found out the family who sponsored her was SFV, Russian secret police. So she decided to never come home and trained with them in espionage and violence. And became a vigilante. And in this, she seeks to destroy a human trafficking network. And one thing I will say is that the way that these bad guys are written is, while they are flesh and blood human, and none of the action is supernatural, grandiose, they are truly monstrous, and it is shown throughout the comic book. The emotion and the anger you feel isn't so much, just put in there as gratuitous, but it's through the drawing, the emotional drawing, the choices they made with storyboarding, and the way that the story is told. It creates a very real environment, and a few pages in, you hope very bad things for the bad guys, and the book does deliver on it. I highly suggest you check it out. It is a one-shot, but only $3.99, so that's a great deal right there. You don't have to know anything else about the Final Boss series in order to enjoy it, but that's really a book I suggest you get into. Right now, you can get the first few issues in trade paperback form. It is a very fun series, but I'm hoping that the Masked Vigilante gets her own book. It is very reminiscent of Jennifer Blood, but while Jennifer Blood, she was more of a gray area, very much a criminal, doing good things, but not because they're morally good, but because they align with her ambition. The Masked Vigilante seems to be just on the side of good, and so I like that. But that's all I got for you today. If you like the content and would like to contribute, you can buy me a coffee with the link on the screen right now. But honestly, just watching, liking, and even a share is much more than enough. But get to your local comic book store. Get this: if you do not have a local comic book store, you can check out where I get mine from, MidtownComics.com. They ship nationwide and have the best per book prices online, even if shipping is a little bit more expensive. But if you're on the West Coast and you want to support a great local business that ships quickly in your area, check out coffeeandacomic.com. They have the best prices on shipping and the quickest shipping. And everything always comes secure with complimentary coffee. So I'll see you guys next time. Until then, keep reading them books. You know I will. I am out.